Fire rains from the sky and the Pacific burns. But beneath the chaos, America's greatest gamble is about to pay off. Until the hunters become the hunted. Buried beneath Pearl Harbor, codebreakers race against time to crack Japan's deadliest secret. One wrong guess means the entire Pacific Fleet dies, but they've already made their bet. Admiral Nimitz stares at three letters that could save or doom a nation. AF equals Midway. He has 24 hours to position every ship America has left. But what if Rochefort is wrong? 300 miles from Midway, American boys prepare for the fight of their lives. They've been told the odds, but the math is simple. Win here or watch the Pacific fall. 400 miles away, Admiral Yamamoto commands the most fearsome fleet in naval history. 4 aircraft carriers, 248 planes, and total confidence. He believes his plan is secret, but silence is about to break. At 4:30 a.m., 108 Japanese bombers darken Midway's dawn sky like a plague of locusts. The Marines have 20 aging fighters and a prayer, but David brought down giants before. In the sky above Midway, boys from Iowa and Alabama dance with death at 300 miles per hour. The odds are 10-1 against them until courage becomes their equalizer. Torpedo Squadron 8 launches into certain death. 15 obsolete planes against the world's finest navy. Their commander's last words were prophetic, but no one would follow him home. VT-8 flies straight into hell and keeps going. 15 planes become 14, then 10, then 3. Only one pilot will live to tell this story, floating in oil and blood, watching history unfold. While Japan's fighters feast on torpedo planes at sea level, American dive bombers find heaven's window. In 5 minutes, the course of World War II is about to change, but first, they have to survive the fall. The flagship that brought infamy to Pearl Harbor becomes a floating crematorium. Admiral Nagumo abandons ship as his invincible fleet burns around him. But one Japanese carrier still hunts for revenge. From the fires of defeat, Hiryu launches Japan's final gambit. 18 bombers seek the American fleet with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Yorktown endures her second death match in a month. Her crew fights fire and flood while bombers circle overhead like sharks scenting blood. But American ships don't die easy. Enterprise's dive bombers find the last dragon and slay it with American precision. Hiryu joins her sisters beneath the Pacific. But the battle has one more act to play. 2 days after victory, Yorktown pays the final price. But her sacrifice helped save a nation, and the Pacific War's tide has turned forever. Dawn breaks on a different world. 6 months of Japanese invincibility rest 16,000 feet beneath the Pacific. But the real battle for hearts and minds has just begun. In Washington, Roosevelt grasps what happened at Midway. American intelligence, courage, and sacrifice turned the Pacific War's tide. But propaganda battles are won with facts, not just bullets. From Brooklyn to Berkeley, America discovers it can beat Japan at sea. Rosie the Riveter smiles as she builds the planes that sink carriers, but the hardest fighting lies ahead. At Pearl Harbor Cemetery, Admiral Nimitz salutes the dead who made victory possible. Their sacrifice taught America a hard truth. Freedom's price is paid in blood and steel. But some bills are worth paying. In Tokyo's shadows, Japan's leaders face an ugly truth. Midway shattered their divine wind mythology. The rising sun still flies, but eclipse has begun, and America is just getting started.